We all say that we know social media is fake, but then we keep platforming people who are literally liars. I'm not talking about the use of filter lying, because everyone uses filters. We automatically assume people use filters. But I mean, like, this entire lifestyle is made up type of lying. I really thought that back in January, where TikTok was going to get banned and everybody started doing this trend where they came out with all the lies they've been telling their audience over the last few years, the entire time they've had their platform, that we would finally stop giving platforms to people who straight up lie about the content they're producing and to their followers, especially when the lies were directly related to the content that made them popular in the first place. I made a video about this back on January 22nd of this year, talking about all the lies that came out in January when TikTok was getting banned and all that kind of stuff. But what baffles me today, we didn't learn anything from that. We just kept giving these people platforms and they're still posting the same type of content they were posting prior to telling their audience they lied, as if nothing has changed, as if they just expect their audience to keep following them, as if they never told them that they were lying in the first place. And maybe this is because when TikTok came back 15 hours later, we all know TikTok's never going anywhere. And if it does, it's not for long. They decided to post a video saying that they were just joking about the lies they made and expect everyone to just take their word for it. So today we're going to watch a few TikToks and talk about specific examples of influencers lying to their audience, big influencers, mind you, and we'll talk about what I mean when influencers are just lying to us. Maybe you just don't care about influencers lying to you, or you just think it's not a big deal. I think it's a big deal, especially when they frame it as real or they're trying to sell you something. That is when lying to your audience gets dangerous. We need to talk about why this stuff keeps going viral and why people who straight up fake their content keep being rewarded. So this whole video came to mind when I was just casually scrolling TikTok, doom scrolling because I didn't want to go back to work. Tuesday to Saturday, that is my Monday to Friday at my real life everyday job. So yes, I doom scroll. I get the Sunday scary, so to speak. And whilst I was doom scrolling, I came across this video by Tiffany Nicole. So Tiffany Nicole has 120,000 followers on TikTok who posts about being a mom and just sharing her life with you in general. So in this video I came across, mind you, this is my first impression of her, so I haven't seen any of her content prior to this, but in the video it looks like she's at a playground. She's talking to another parent, or seemingly so, talking to another child, correcting them, basically scolding the parents for not correcting their child's behavior. And then it seems like she's allegedly redirecting another child as if she's some kind of parenting police. At first glance, it looks like she's standing up for the other kids, which is totally fine. But then, like any seasoned TikTok consumer, I went right to the comments because I want to know what other people were saying about this interaction. Because as a viewer, I was like, why aren't the parents doing anything? Why aren't they doing anything? So I went to the comments, and sure enough, people pointed out that she's actually not even talking to anybody. There's no confrontation happening. She's not talking to anyone at all. There's no other child. It was all a fabrication. She's not actually saying these things to anybody. It's all just performative for the video. And what it seems like, and just keep this in mind, maybe there was someone in the background, but being a viewer of the video, you cannot hear anybody talking back to her. You cannot hear any other child. It sounds like there's only one child, which may be hers, but because we weren't there, we don't know. I'm only going off of what I experience as a viewer and what other people experience as a viewer. And it seems like she's filming herself to be the hero of a scene that only exists in her imagination or only exists in TikTokverse. This is not just something this creator does. I've seen so many situations where people are faking entire interactions, faking conflicts, and casting themselves as the main character just for clout. So we're gonna watch this video, talk about it together, and we're gonna read some of the comments and just see what other people are saying. So let's get into it.
I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to say that if you cannot get your child, I will say something to him because he cannot be pushing other kids here at the playground. Everybody's allowed to play here. She can play. Oh, don't push. Don't push. Don't push her. Don't push. Hi, excuse me, don't push. Let's be nice. Let's share. Let's share. Oh, where are this kids? Okay, this parent is right out here, but she's just not doing anything or paying attention. Guys. Alright guys, there's no reason why we all can't play here. Come on, let's be nice. No, I'm really not trying to be, I'm sorry, I'm really not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to say that if you cannot get your child, I will say something to him because he cannot be pushing other kids here at the playground. Everybody's allowed to play here. Okay, we're just gonna go. Come on, let's go. Let's just go. Come on, let's go. I'm beside myself right now. Oh my gosh, how do parents just not care about their kids' behavior or action?
Okay, so watching this video again, I still cannot hear any other child apart from one child making noise. There's no other parents talking back to her or communicating with her. If this was a real life situation, I feel like there would be a lot more noise and a lot more conversation being had. If this was a real conversation that someone's having, I'm pretty sure the creator would put their response back in the video. There's no way that she just said this to somebody and they wouldn't have had anything to say in return. And I feel like if this was a real situation, she would have included that other parent's response as well. So in her video, her caption says, "Why do parents think playgrounds are a free-for-all? Hashtag mom life, hashtag moms of TikTok, hashtag toddler mom, hashtag toddlers of TikTok, motherhood, relatable, motherhood unfiltered, raw motherhood, young mom of 3 kids, stay-at-home mom." So there's no indication that this is a skit, that this is fake. It's framed as a real life situation that actually happened. And a lot of people in the comments say she's talking to nobody. So let's look at some of these comments. Someone said she was talking to no one with a bunch of skull emojis. Some people replied under that, said, "Had to scroll too far to find this comment. LOL, I kept waiting to hear the other person's response." Also the jump cuts of turning the camera on and off. First thing I notice, right? Why on earth would the unreasonable parents' comments not be included? She's arguing with no one in a playground that her child is alone in. Someone said, "Real or not, this 100% happens all the time," which valid, but that's not the point of this video. It's the point that this is a fake situation made for no other reason than to gain views, to gain engagement online. Someone else said exactly what I thought. If you said that to someone, they'd 10,000% reply. And why record yourself telling a kid what to do if it's not staged? Oh, this is a new development. Someone posted a day ago this. She keeps deleting comments calling her out. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Someone else said, "Who are you talking to? Side eye, empty park." Someone responded to this comment kind of being on her side and said, "Oh, she's being considerate and not showing people's children on TikTok." But then another person replied and said something really interesting and also really true. They said, "LOL, you literally don't hear one other adult speaking." So the comment section was split. A lot of people thought it wasn't real. However, it seems like their comments were being deleted and other people thought it was real. But either way, all evidence points to it being fake, that no one else was there, but she got the views, she got the attention, and this is just part of the problem. When someone posts a video pretending to parent other people's kids, pretending to confront someone who isn't even there, they're not just being dramatic, they're manufacturing conflict for clout. They're positioning themselves as morally superior, as the one who cares, and they're doing it for the engagement. It's performative righteousness, and it works because we eat that stuff up. We love a stand-up moment, a fake mic drop, a viral clapback. Even when we know it's fake, we still watch because it's entertainment. We comment, we share, we think it's real, and I feel like this is just manipulative because sometimes I feel manipulated. When I think something's real and I actually genuinely feel bad for that person or genuinely get angry for that person or with that person, and then I find out it's fake, I'm just like, what is the purpose of that? Why? Why manufacture this type of conflict to enrage other people, get them on your side, knowing full well you are making up the situation you're posting about? If it's for entertainment purposes only, please make sure that's well known in the description. You say this is just a skit, hashtag skit, whatever, make it known to the viewer so then their night is just not automatically ruined. I think it's manipulative to post a fake situation, and I'm not talking about this influencer in particular. I'm talking about anyone who posts this type of content that doesn't disclose that it's a made-up situation. I think it's manipulative. I think it's manipulating your audience, manipulating them emotionally, and I think that if you were making content just for entertainment purposes, that it needs to be disclosed. But with some content, I think it's for no other reason than personal gain, engagement, followers, money, because people on TikTok who live in countries where TikTok is monetized, in Canada it's not, they get paid for those views. And they aren't the only ones to blame. We as viewers, we are also to blame here. It takes two to tango. I think I put a lot of emphasis on the influencers in these videos and criticizing them, but at the same time, we are just as guilty and we are just at fault because we are the ones who are giving them a platform. We have people crafting these mini dramas so they look like the hero and they're getting praise, followers, sometimes even money for it, and we let it slide. We know it's fake. We know it's not real. We know they're acting, but this does not stop us from clicking, watching, commenting, sharing, or letting them grow their platform. It's like we have gotten so used to staged content that we don't expect authenticity anymore. We reward whatever makes us feel something, even if it is completely made up. And if we keep doing that, a lot of people might not see the issue with this, but I do, because if we keep doing that, if we keep letting fake moments go viral, and keep this in mind, I'm not talking about content that is made to be skits and that is disclosed as a skit or satire accounts or things like that. I'm talking about people who intentionally create these fake moments and don't disclose it and make the viewer think it's real. So if we keep letting these fake moments go viral, real, honest creators get buried. And what are we doing? We are building a social media world that runs on deception. So another big community I see doing this is the nail tech community. I see so many of these skits online and they aren't promoted as skits. The amount of times I've gotten so angry because I've watched these skits and I find out they're actually fake is too many times to count. And before any nail girls come after me, I love a good set of nails. I think what you guys do is so talented. It takes a lot of precision, a lot of steady handwork, especially those who do nail art and things like that. My sister-in-law is a nail tech and I show her this content and she even doesn't understand why people do it. Speaking of nails, I have lemons on my fingers and my sister-in-law is very talented. So far, I've had strawberries on my nails, I've had flowers, and now I've had lemons. I don't know what it is, but I'm just loving fruit nails lately. Let me know what you guys think I should do next. I'd love to hear your feedback if you are into nails and everything like that. So let's talk about these nail tech scenarios. You've probably seen it. A nail tech sets up a whole video where the client is late, rude, doesn't want to pay, complains the whole time, or shows up with disgusting nails and the wildest attitude. And the nail tech is sitting there talking calmly to the client, not understanding the issue, honestly just wanting people to feel bad for them. At first you think, dang, that's rough, or you get angry for them, but then you start noticing the same girl playing the client in every video. The client is mic'd up, the lighting is perfect, the situation is weirdly specific and somehow escalates like a reality TV plot. And then you realize, or you look back in their content and you see the same person, the same scenarios over and over, and you realize, oh, this didn't actually happen. They made it up. And while situations like this may actually happen in a nail tech studio, some of these clients are so outlandishly rude. No one, maybe 1 in 10 people would say this to somebody on the daily. And the amount of scenarios that these nail techs are posting and curating would not happen on an everyday basis.
Okay, so your total for today is going to be 110. Did you want to do e-transfer or cash?
I'm not paying. What do you mean?
What?
Why am I paying?
Why wouldn't you pay?
Because it's my birthday.
Okay. Did somebody send you money for your birthday nails or something? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
confused.
don't you just give people free nails for their birthday?
No, why would I give people...
Because you've done that.
For my friends.
But I'm your friend.
This is your first appointment.
Well, like...
And you're also like, when I sent you my prices, what did you think was going to happen?
You're going to pay for them. What do you... I'm confused why you're confused.
Huh?
Is it because, like, I got, like, too long of extensions? Is that why I didn't qualify for the promo?
There's no promo.
Are you sure? Like, I've seen you do it before. I'm very, like,
I'm being punked. Like, you have to be joking right now.
No, like, I think maybe it's because, like, they're too long. Like, if you make them shorter, will I get it for free?
Well, I've already done it longer, so me taking them down is actually going to be me doing
then,
more
like,
work.
I'm not paying.
What do you mean you're not paying?
Why are you confused? Because I'm, like, literally doing what everyone else did. Like, you gave
But, like,
everyone
who's
else
everyone else? Not everyone else gets free nails. I have
But it's
friends
my
that I've given... I
birthday.
don't care if it's God's birthday.
But it's my birthday. Like,
Yeah.
Today's November 6th,
Yeah.
2024.
And this is the first time I've ever met you. So, like, happy birthday, babe. But... Who raised you? Because this is not how this works, but...
Honestly, okay. Like, what, do I have to pay now? Like, actually?
Yes.
Okay,
So
so-
would you like to do e-transfer or cash?
I gotta figure out where I can get the money. One sec.
Yeah, figure that out and then let me know what you'd like to do, but I'd prefer that you stay here while you figure it out.
Okay. I'm probably not gonna book again because, like, I wanted free sets.
Okay, well, that's going to be good that you don't book again because I won't be doing work for free, so I think we'll be fine. But happy birthday.
Thanks.
No problem.
They're literally role-playing being verbally abused and taken advantage of in these videos. And it works. Those videos go insanely viral.
Your roots are growing in.
Oh. Yeah, no, like I just didn't have like a whole lot of time to dye my hair over the holidays because it was so busy, so I'll probably get to it soon.
Yeah, you should really keep up with it.
Yeah, no, I just didn't have a lot of time. Like, I was working back to back a lot, right? So, yeah, I'll probably do it this weekend. I don't know. Not that big of a deal. It's nothing
You're
crazy.
always on camera. Everybody can see it.
I don't know. I guess. But, like, I just don't think it's that serious. Like, it's always pretty chill whenever I, like, film and stuff. Like, it's never, like, Not like I'm walking down a red carpet, you know?
No, you gotta keep up with it.
Okay. I will.
And like your chin's getting a little fuzzy.
I'm sorry, is my chin hair bothering you?
Yeah.
Why?
It's on camera a lot, and we can all see it.
People flood the comments defending the nail tech, dragging the fake client, arguing like it's real, all while the creator just sits back and collects the engagement, the views, the exposure for the business. And I get it, it's content, but it's also deception because, as we mentioned, these scenarios are more often than not disclosed as skits. You're pretending something happened to build credibility, sympathy, and clout in your industry. And that's not storytelling, it's manipulative, especially when your audience thinks it's real and you made no indication to say otherwise. If you're gonna do skits, cool, but just say it's a skit. This whole fake client horror story drama genre has just gotten completely out of hand. And it's not harmless. Like everything that we do online and in person and in everyday life has an impact. This kind of content is blurring the lines between business and performance, between real customer interactions and made up drama. It trains viewers to look for conflict where there may be none and trust creators who are just really good at acting. So now that we've dived into what kind of inspired this video in the first place and just content I've seen in my own leisurely time, we are going to look at some very specific examples of influencers lying to us, some old news, some new news, and break down what they're lying about and the fact that they still have a platform. One notorious influencer who is well known for lying to her audience is Mikayla Nogueira, one of TikTok's beauty influencers with 16 million followers. Back in January 2023, she posted a sponsored review of L'Oreal's telescopic lift mascara. In the video, she applies the mascara and exclaims, "This literally just changed my life. This looks like false lashes." But viewers quickly noticed that her lashes appeared too voluminous to be solely the result of the mascara. Many accused her of wearing false lashes, especially Ardell Wispies, to exaggerate the product's effectiveness. When confronted, Mikayla denied using false lashes, attributing the look to multiple coats of mascara and tight lining. However, viewers pointed out inconsistencies in her explanation, noting that mascara doesn't add lashes and eyeliner doesn't affect the tips of your lashes. The controversy, dubbed Lashgate, sparked widespread debate about authenticity in influencer marketing. But despite the backlash, Mikayla continued her content as usual and the incident faded from public attention. However, there have been many more instances of Mikayla straight up lying to her audience for no other reason other than brand deals and things like that. So let's watch this compilation I found on TikTok of Mikayla just lying to her audience over and over and over.
My skin is the best it's ever looked. My skin looks the best it has my whole life. This completely transformed not just me, but also my husband's skin. He doesn't have acne anymore. I don't know if you noticed. This changed my skin like crazy. And I also have Cody using it, and his skin looks the best it ever has. This was my skin last month, bro. But this is what works for me. This is what I found. I've been using the CeraVe Renew and Essay Cleanser. I use this every single morning and night. A 5-step skincare routine. I do it morning and night. My routine consists entirely of the in-key list, and I'll tell you why. It's my favorite routine I've ever found. Now I have found a consistent daily routine that I am so obsessed with, so in love with. I use Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse. Now I'm going to use the Dermalogica Special Cleanse. Dermalogica, I've never been more consistent with a skincare product in my life. My skincare routine went viral for a reason. This is my go-to. The Real Miracle Clear Exfoliating Cleanser. It really is a miracle.
So obviously a lot of these are brand deals. A lot of these are brands that have reached out to her who want her to promote their product. And while brands sometimes will give scripts to say, which I did watch another video, I'll put it in this video if I can find it, but she was telling us what a brand was asking her to do. Basically find the worst photo of her skin ever, which was taken 4 years ago, and be like, this was my skin before I started using this product, and then I used this product, and this is my skin now.
I'm low-key gonna get in trouble telling you this, and it's not the best career move, but I just need to be honest. I got a email into my inbox from a skincare company that you would know. Lots of creators work with it, and I was really excited. It's a paid collaboration. It's for a lot of money, for how big an account I am, and they want to send me some product and then I do a review, and I was like, that's sick. So I replied back to them and we were talking about it more, and they told me that one of the kind of parameters of the video that I have to do, because other creators, they showed me examples of other creators doing it, is that I have to include a picture of when my skin was at its worst. So for me, that was 4 years ago, say, and then say that this product, which I would have just received, cleared up my skin. So it got from cystic terrible hormonal acne to this, which is not true.
And it just shows how manipulative some brands can be when they ask people to promote their product. But in Mikayla's case, it seems like every product that she has ever tried has magically transformed her skin. She's never been more consistent with a skincare routine. But let's just look up the definition of what consistent means. So consistent means acting or done in the same way over time, especially so as to be fair or accurate, or unchanging in nature, standard, or effect over time. So what this means is that she would have to use these products in a consistent manner, unchanging over time, to be able to say that that statement is accurate. However, with the vast amount of products she's showing that she has been consistent with, has been used morning, day, and night, those statements are wrong because there's no way she could be consistent with all of these products that she's promoting all the time and say that they magically transformed her skin. Did you know that whenever you try a new skincare product, your skin will automatically go through a purging phase? So while she may say, this product transformed my skin, the amount of time that she's actually been using the product and the way her skin looks would not be accurate because a lot of skincare products go through a purging phase, especially those skincare products that have active ingredients like retinoids. They all have a purging phase, which is an increase in active acne breakouts. And some of the products, especially the CeraVe one, she says she uses it every morning and every night, but it looks like the bottle's full still. There's hardly anything, if not a dent, in the product. So obviously she's not using these products as much as she's saying she is. And yet, despite the most obvious examples of lying, the multiple scandals that Mikayla has been a part of, she continues to get sponsorships. There's even been allegations that she's faking her accent because it's been slipped up multiple times. So not only is she allegedly lying about all of the products she's using, but she's also allegedly lying about her accent. So that's Mikayla. She's well known for lying to her followers on multiple occasions. So let's get into the next influencer that has recently come out about lying about her whole weight loss journey. And you've probably heard of her. It happened like a week ago or so, but we're going to talk about Janelle Rohner. She got really popular on TikTok during the pandemic for being the lady that ate the bell peppers raw with cream cheese and everything but the bagel seasoning on top, which went viral. She ended up quitting her nursing career to become an influencer in which she shared her weight loss journey, selling $200 courses on how to lose weight, sharing her weight loss updates, recipes, things like that, etc. Her whole brand was on healthy eating, healthy weight loss, lifestyle, etc., and her followers were using her as a role model and purchasing her courses, eating like she does, following her plans, making her recipes, buying her $200 courses. Meanwhile, as she's promoting this course to her followers, sharing her recipes, saying you can eat like this and still lose weight, she was on a GLP-1 the whole time, but her followers had no clue. And this really upset people. They felt scammed. They felt like they were lied to, which in fact they were. I'm going to share a little bit of Shay Whiteboard's girl's video just because she really breaks down the issues with this and why people are so upset. So let's watch this.
Now let's get into the issue, the weight loss. So her brand is macro counting and sustainable eating, but with her GLP-1 scam, I'm gonna call it the scam, she basically used GLP-1, a prescribed medication, to suppress her appetite and lose weight. And now her followers and customers are mad because they feel misled because she was promoting one thing, natural weight loss tips, healthy eating. She was selling weight loss courses without disclosing I had extra help. So then the second issue is a natural progress transformation to Janelle's weight loss. She heavily always promoted that you can lose weight, you can do easily if you just count your macros. Healthy eating alone can give you this lifestyle, you can lose weight. Well, the scam is medical assistance helped a lot. So now the people that bought her courses, they're like, well, what the f, we can't get these same results because we don't have this medication, so what now? Her slogan is always, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And her brand is framed as manageable, everyday lifestyle eating. No, just take medication with it and lifestyle eating. She forgot to include that little piece of it. But the GLP-1 medication is literally a medical intervention to her weight loss results because she lost a lot of weight, but it's not just a lifestyle. She literally tweaked her results by getting on the medication. She did not attain this from just counting her macros, which is what she claimed and preached. So again, her followers are pissed because she blurred the lines between lifestyle coaching and medical assisted weight loss, but she did not disclose that at all. So she continued to sell these courses knowing that these people were not going to get the same results as her because they're not on the medication. Had she said, I'm on the medication, that would have been a whole different story.
We're going to end the video there, but people would not have had an issue if Janelle just simply disclosed the fact that she was on a GLP-1, that was helping her lose weight alongside counting her macros. But the problem is that she didn't disclose this to her audience. Her whole brand was on, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. You can do all this by just counting your macros and healthy eating and everything like that. But instead, she didn't disclose this, and that's why people are mad because she knew people were not going to get the same results that she did. And she didn't feel the need to disclose this. And mind you, it's no one else's business what medications you are taking unless you are selling somebody a course for weight loss and healthy eating and things within that nature, and you are on a medication that helps with weight loss. If you're sharing your progress and sharing your journey and encouraging people to buy your $200 course, that is when you owe it to your followers to disclose the fact that you are on a medical drug that assists in weight loss. A lot of other people went to TikTok and were really upset about this, so let's watch some of their videos too.
One thing to come on the internet and promote like your workout program, your workouts, your eating plan, your macros, whatever it may be, to help others kind of get on track, get their life together. It is a whole other thing if you do that on top of being on Ozempic and then lying about it to your followers and then continuing to sell your programs to make money off of your followers who think that because you're working out and you're tracking your macros, you've lost all this weight, but really you've been on Ozempic. I don't know if anyone knows who I'm talking about. I don't know why I don't see people talking about this, but a very well-known creator on here who used to be very well-known for keto, she has lost so much weight and I haven't seen her on my For You page in years. And I saw her on my For You page like 2 months ago and I was like, holy shit, she looks so good. Immediately I was like, it has to be Ozempic. Ozempic face. Like, I feel like you can always tell when someone's on Ozempic, but to come online after months of people asking you, like, are you on Ozempic? You just don't address it. And then when you do, you tell people to go over to your YouTube to listen to your explanation so that you can get monetization over there and make money on YouTube off of your response because you know people want to know if you're on Ozempic. So you send them over to your YouTube so you can make more money off of your followers. And the thing is like, there are so many creators out there like that. There are so many creators who are on Ozempic and are not open about it, yet they'll act like it's because they work out and they eat healthy and they do all these things, not saying they don't, but like, you're not doing it without help, significant help. And that is why I seriously do not trust a single like fitness person on this app unless they have a damn certification.
Yeah, that is also an issue. The fact that she not only manipulated her audience and lied to them and deceived them, but then she was making more money off of them by redirecting them to YouTube to post a 5-minute video of her explanation when TikTok allows for like 10-minute videos nowadays. She knew what was going to happen when she said to everybody that she was on Ozempic. And so she took advantage of it, took advantage of her followers, moved them over to YouTube so she could get monetization over there and make money off of them again. And while that act might not seem like a big deal, it is a big deal. It's just a tiny little example of how she doesn't really care about her followers and that she's just manipulating them and wants to make money off of them.
This is Janelle, and she was selling a $200 macro one-on-one course for weight loss. And at the same time, for the last 11 months, has secretly been taking a weight loss medication. Over the last few months, people could tell that she had gotten significantly smaller, so there started to be a lot of speculation that she was taking it. And then she posts this video, and this video alone, the way she's handled this, really upset people. In this video, she says, it's time like that we talk about this. The video is too long for me to do it on TikTok. Go to my YT. The YT video was 5 minutes long, so there was no reason not to just cross-post this to all your platforms. But besides that, people feel deceived. This girl has been showing her weight loss journey since like 2020. She's the one who eats green peppers like an apple. For years, she showed her natural weight loss progression and everything that she was doing. She's a registered nurse. People trust her more than a regular influencer because of her educational and work background. And so people feel deceived at the fact that she has promoted this for the last 11 months while taking something as it being something natural. Under different circumstances, it is none of our business if she's taking something. Like literally, anyone taking something, it's none of our business. But when you're selling something and people don't realize you have these extra tools, it's not fair, especially when not everyone is privileged to access these medications. She also could have opened herself up to a totally new demographic of people who are taking it, who could relate to her and want to purchase her stuff. People just wanted her to be honest because it's no issue if she takes these things, period. She can do whatever she wants to do. But people do have an issue with not knowing it, not being disclosed. And then people have an even bigger issue with how it's being handled, where she's being honest now.
How this is being handled, how Janelle is handling this whole scandal is not right? Not at all. In her YouTube video, she's like, I could have kept lying to you guys. What? Who says that in an apology video or whatever? I don't even know if it was an apology or if it was just her trying to gain sympathy from her followers because she knew she messed up. Someone commented on this video saying, Janelle deceives so many people. It's not what she was doing, it is how she done it. She should have been upfront with how she was doing her weight loss instead of hiding it. Someone else commented, the problem is we as a society have chosen to take advice from influencers over trained and educated professionals, and we need to stop. And this just proves the fact that we need to stop listening to influencers. There is zero remorse in her video. I hope everyone that purchased her program sues her. It's crazy to sell something you don't believe in or use. I don't think she lied about using her own program or eating healthy and everything like that, but the problem is that she used the GLP-1 beside that and didn't disclose it to anybody else, and then attributed her weight loss for the last year or so to just what she was doing and what she was promoting. All in all, that's why people are mad. Isabella Lanter did a deep dive into this whole scandal, so if you want to watch her video, I'll link it down below. But she made a lot of really good points and why this is such an issue. So if you want to know more or listen to a video that's simply just about this whole situation, you can click her video. The last influencer we are going to look at today is Mei Leung. She's a TikTok influencer who built her brand around showcasing a lavish lifestyle in New York City. Her content featured high-end shopping sprees, luxury dining experiences, and designer hauls, all under the guise of being a wealthy socialite. But as it turns out, much of her content was allegedly fabricated. Reports suggest that she used her friend's closet to film videos, presenting it as her own. She's also accused of stealing content from her close friend's Instagram, passing it off as her own, and then blocking the friend to cover her tracks. Additionally, she allegedly sold counterfeit designer items on Depop and failed to ship out orders. This is just a prime example of how social media can be a facade. Mei crafted an image of wealth and exclusivity, but behind the scenes, it was a carefully constructed illusion. It's not just about curating content, it's about deceiving an audience for nothing other than personal gain. And the most concerning part of this is that despite the fact that she's been exposed and all of this has come to the surface, she is still posting as if she lives this lifestyle and as if nothing has happened.
All my bags, like, you guys, like, this is insane. Like, oh, here, like, these are my bags, like, and I will show you guys, I'll show you guys my closet. Like, this is my closet, like, that's all my clothes. And I do have a second closet because I have so much clothes I can't even fit it. So my winter jackets, there's like shoes I wear and stuff, and it's just all in that closet. My suitcases are on that closet. Like, people are like, oh, like, that's her real closet. Like, guys, I can have multiple closets. Like, that doesn't prove anything. This is insane. Insane, you guys. Hold on. Here. Let me find this stuff. Like, these are my club receipts. I went clubbing for my birthday, obviously. This is my name. I'm just gonna, my name. I went clubbing for my birthday, and I told you guys how much I spent. And how much was this? This was, what, $25K? And then, what? I tipped. In case anyone's like, oh, she doesn't tip. I tip my bottle girl $4,000. This was ultra. And then this was another night that we went, and we tipped another $4,300. Like, and this is another night, and this was a light night, so we only tipped $3,100. I went out 3 nights for my birthday. Like, oh, here, look at my credit card statements. $60K. $52K, almost $53K. Like,
I don't understand why she's flexing her credit card statements. That doesn't prove anything. The fact that you blew up your credit card, that does not prove you're an actual rich, wealthy influencer. But regardless, that information came to light, and I feel like she's just trying to cover her tracks now. We're gonna watch a video of someone who compiled the tea on this influencer and gives a better explanation than I could ever possibly try to give for this situation. So let's watch this together.
Here's everything that rich influencer Mei Leung is getting exposed for. I've compiled the tea. This is all alleged. Do your own research, but this is just what I've been seeing being spread on TikTok and on Reddit. She's been stealing Instagram photos from her rich friend. For example, this is something that she had posted, but this is a photo from her friend's account from 2021. Mei also posted this, and this was found on her friend's Instagram. Also a picture originally from her friend's Instagram that she then posted on her her own account. So the girl's name that she is stealing from is Irene. They were mutuals on Instagram until this whole thing started gaining some traction, and then they unfollowed each other. Apparently, this rich friend lives with Mei, and the closet that Mei is always filming in is actually the friend's closet. This is a picture that the friend had posted on her own stories of her closet. She also deleted after all of this was coming out. She doesn't live in a multi-million-dollar penthouse. I'm not gonna say where people actually think she lives. It's definitely a nice place, but it's not the level that she portrays. People also pointed out how in a lot of her videos, she'll just film like right at her face, and she only ever really shows her closet. People are saying that the cars that she films in are rented or that they have seat covers. She used to run a Depop account where she would sell fake Kylie lip kits and fake designer bags, and sometimes just wouldn't send people their orders at all. She had also set up some businesses drop shipping, selling fakes or cheaply made products. She also apparently used to make viral accounts that she would sell to other people or use them to sell shout outs. This alone doesn't sound bad to me, but I'm just including it. So her real name is Mei Leung. People found her old accounts that link her towards her family's business, which is then how people found out that her family has been in trouble for exploiting undocumented immigrant workers, child labor, and money laundering with their buffets. Now they own real estate and some trampoline parks. Her brother and some other family connections apparently own a fried chicken business that she used to help promote. So basically, it does seem like Girly has money, but it's just not at the level that she's posing as. She does have a very shady past in regards to scamming people online and her family's business practices. Also, credit to this account for how I found out about all of this. Let me know what you guys think.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of scandal and a lot of history with her family and just her own shady business practices. But yeah, she continues to post as if nothing has happened. So yeah, TikTok's fake. TikTok can be deceptive. There are some real honest influencers out there, but it's hard to find them amidst all the lies and all the deceit. They're faking stories, they're faking conversations, faking entire personalities, and a lot of the time we know it. We see the red flags, but because it's entertaining, it's aesthetic, or just gives us something to watch, we let it slide. And the more we reward fake content, the more it drowns out the people who are genuinely being real and open and honest. The creators who aren't manufacturing drama or pretending to be someone they're not, they don't get boosted, but the liars do, and that's because they know how to work the system. So if we're gonna scroll, that's fine, but maybe let's stop giving platforms to the people who are straight up manipulating their audience. Let me know what you think about this. If you like the video, give it a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. God bless you all, and until next time.